who we are. We are Occupy SF. Um, the main group that founded First They Came for the Homeless participated in the 9-month occupation of Federal Reserve from February 28th through, I believe, Thanksgiving. The core group that was down for the fight, they're the ones who stuck around. And when the post office asked us to come to Berkeley to help, we became, a force in Berkeley. That's where we met music and a lot of the other people. As far as what is it going to take, it's going to take civil disobedience, but a targeted disobedience. We won this because we targeted money. We're not gonna win as long as we let money be the deciding factor in everything. If we go after their money, they don't like it. If we don't use money, they don't like it. They want us to be enslaved to their system. So you got to break all the rules, all of the rules that they have you boxed in with. You got to think outside of that box, which is what the homeless people have to do just to survive on the streets. So when we targeted the police budget and we targeted everything that we just sucked every penny that they wanted to throw at us, and they didn't realize until too late that that was the mistake. Any group can do what we did because they're gonna all respond the same way. First, they're gonna increase the force to try to shut you down, and then if you keep growing like we did, they're gonna have no choice but to give in a little bit. It's been 2.5 years. We have not really won anything. The camp is still there. But if you take a look at what Berkeley has done in the last 2.5 years, you'll find out that they've actually tightened the screws on the homeless a tremendous amount.
I know someone mentioned radical change. And, that's right, that is what we need. Because apparently the old way is not working. And, I came back here to be, I'll be honest with you, I came back here to be a real estate investor, And you know what I learned from the time that I started till now? A lot of these people, they don't show any sign whatsoever of remorse about having to put anyone out of their home. Foreclosures, yeah, we love it. Pre-foreclosures, yeah, we love it. Ghetto neighborhoods, tired landlords, yeah, we love it. Money, that's what they're thinking about, money. They're not thinking about people. They're not thinking about the fact that these are people's homes or that this is where they, can effectively have their children under a roof, even if it is being trashed. They're not looking at it that way. They're just looking about it from, the standpoint of money. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work my behind off as much as I can. No, I will not touch any foreclosures, nor will I be putting myself in any sort of situation where I have to ask anyone to leave their home. But I'm gonna work as hard as I can, and I will make the money and this is going to sound really extreme, but I'm gonna build a skyscraper because it costs maybe $30-40 million to build a skyscraper. And yet, I was just reading, apparently LA, just LA, spends $619 million a year on homeless services. And yet, they're even worse off than we are. So it should be a no-brainer. Skyscrapers are huge. And most of the skyscrapers around here are chock full of offices. What if we put people in them? And what if, I don't know, maybe this sounds crazy to a lot of people, but what if instead of giving people crappy housing, food stamps, and welfare money every month, what if you actually invested in the people and put the people back into, productive society instead of leaving them to die on the side of the road? Woo, woo! But then, what do I know? I'm just another homeless person.
What I told them at the state capitol in Oregon was that what we need is something like a rent freeze right now, statewide, and don't give anybody a chance to raise the rents. Let's do it this minute. Or how about this, a vacancy tax?
There you
These
go.
are just a couple ideas. There's so much they can do. What they're doing is nothing. What we really want to do is get them to do something, like anything.
Stacy, could you talk a little bit about some of the successes you saw in Portland and how people can support those types of things here? Because I know they had some victories.
I'm really sorry. We could have had some photographs here tonight. I kind of got back a little bit sore. 50 miles on a unicycle can be uncomfortable. But there will be some forthcoming. In the future, we will definitely have all this stuff.
Does anybody have any questions? Okay, go for it.
There was a really fascinating article I read a couple of years ago where they actually instituted a program in Salt Lake City where they basically house the homeless people, and they crunched the numbers on it, and they found that they saved money. They saved money on services, emergency services, jail, everything. It all actually worked out in the favor of the people who have money to do this. And it's actually an illustration of the insanity of the way our society is run right now, because they think that being abusive of people actually is productive, and they don't understand that ultimately human rights are something that benefits the entire world. Human rights, species rights, the rights of nature, all these things actually make long-term economic sense.
Any other questions?